a treasure of Pittsburgh and a monument to the history of southeast Kansas. Known by most as Graham's Castle, this structure boasts cues from Frank Lloyd Wright and is created from rocks that represent all that make up the geological strata underlying southeast Kansas. It is a grand structure, but before knowing the building, one must know the man. A. Stannard Graham was the valedictorian of his 1915 Pittsburgh High School graduating class. He completed a 5-year law degree from the University of Kansas in 3 years, which made him the youngest lawyer admitted to the bar in Kansas until recent years. In 1937, he co-founded with E. Victor Baxter KOAM Radio, which then became KOAM TV in 1953. He had blueprints created by McNally Pittsburgh in 1933, and construction began in 1934. With materials from the ground, demolished buildings, city streets, and even the railroad, the massive sculpture of a building was created. It began with a concrete slab ranging 3 to 5 feet thick that keeps the enormous weight from sinking into the Kansas soil. Graham had 4 variations of the plans created, and it is not known which would have been the result had he lived to see the house completed. His health deteriorated and he passed in 1968. The house was sold to Gene DeGruson in 1973. Gene was a local historian, teacher, and author who had a passion for history and this area. He saw Graham's vision and vowed to complete the house per the original plans that he found in the garage while sorting through items left behind. With an area of approximately 2,500 square feet, the house could have been a Tudor castle with tower and turrets, a Mayan temple, a Frank Lloyd Wright modern, or a version that looks like the current but with a temporary roof line being finished. Entering into what is labeled as the utility room, the design of the house begins to be seen. The dome ceilings are formed using red brick layered in self-supporting arches, which become more solid as weight is applied. In addition, the brick ceilings are reinforced with concrete and steel beams from the Pittsburgh-Joplin Railroad. As well, the foil-lined walls show evidence that this was once used as a smaller kitchen. The furnace room is the one place in the house where you can still see the structure of the ceiling without the outside coat of concrete. As Graham's health was failing, he took initiative to improve the house for his wife. The kitchen was paneled and much of the home's wiring was updated. DeGruson had intended to remove the paneling and restore the concrete walls as they were originally designed. The dining room, labeled breakfast room in the plans, is coated in concrete but still has what used to be a functional skylight. Through the large arched doorway is the living room that was once painted pink with blue ceilings, gold arches, green carpet, and red velvet drapes, which felt as if they were bringing the colors of the outdoors inside. At the start of the hallway is a bathroom, which boasts a sunken tub. This tub was another creation of Stannard Graham. It is said that one day he emptied the closet which used that space, and started breaking through the concrete with pursuit of a ground-level bathtub, which was finished several months later. The house did not originally have indoor plumbing, but he fashioned a portion of the roof that did not shed rainwater, but rather channeled it through a pipe which fed into the tub. At the end of the hallway is the master bedroom, which was designed to have a private shower and toilet. Keyed maid's room. It is not known that a maid ever lived in the residence, but the cedar-lined room appears to have been used as a closet. Today the room is dark and eerie, but still smells of cedar. A bedroom that lost its closet to the sunken bathtub. Intentional holes in the concrete floor give witness to the gravity heat system that never became a reality. This system was another hint of Frank Lloyd Wright's connection, where a heat pump connects to a system of troughs located in the floors throughout the house that would circulate warm water through the concrete floor, then provide heat to the entire house. It did not happen solely because he was unable to find the equipment to create a heat pump to heat and move the water, which would ultimately warm the house. Across the hall is the second bedroom. Graham's sign waits patiently on him to return home to resume where he left off. The walls, covered in concrete, have a unique design, as does each room of the house. A spiral staircase was included in the original plans, as seen in the Tudor castle with turrets drawing, but Standard's failing health caused him to purchase an elevator to install instead. He passed before getting it installed. De Gruson had the current staircase created based on the original plans. As you reach the second level, you find a piano that was raised to the ledge by several men with a hoist system when the only means of access was a tall ladder. Stepping through the door finds a pleasant cross breeze, courtesy of the arches and porticos which allow air to pass under the metal roof. The floor consists of multiple domes that are a result of the arched ceilings. They require attention while walking, but allow a large amount of supplies left from the unfinished masterpiece to be stored there. Literal tons of weight are held with ease by the sheer strength of the castle. A large fireplace stands as a firm reminder that it was Standard Graham's desire to finish the second story into a living space to be enjoyed. Though close to neighboring houses and roads, the shelter provided by the trees makes it feel as though you are once again secluded on the outskirts of Pittsburg. This magnificent structure began to see life 88 years ago, but was a dream years before that. It was created decades ahead of its time and has seen plenty of struggles on the path to completion. The torch has been carried from Standard Graham to Gene de Gruson, and now has been passed to Gene's nephew, Eric de Gruson. What will be written in the next chapters of this home have yet to be seen, but the walls are strong and the flame continues to burn.